The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for children's TV enthusiasts, adult virgins, and estranged mothers. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting night terrors, third-degree burns, or demonic possessions that may transpire as a result of listening to this sewage sprinkler. May God have mercy on your soul. Enjoy! Unnamed Drag Podcast.
Okay.
There we go. Recording in progress.
Yeah, I fully had my tit out and you didn't even notice.
No, I did. I just chose not to.
It's just that
nasty. I know. Well, the thing is, when you join, it says join with computer audio, and I've not got my mouse plugged in because I've got the stupid microphone plugged in. So now I'm like just having to like crane over my actual keyboard and mouse setup onto my laptop trackpad.
Normally you're craned over your laptop because you've got a butt plug up your ass. Oh.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, you sound okay.
Yeah? Wait.
Yeah.
Let's use the little stand.
Oh my God.
This is literally something best.
Have you... Oh, God. Hi, I'm Nana Arthole, and this is all very triggering.
Hello, darling. What is it? Oh, from the happening times?
Yeah. Do you remember
the times of the happening?
The bad place? What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing, Marilyn Sane?
I am. So you know how earlier I was like, it's really nice to have a day off and not be productive. And then my brain went, make her something. And so I'm making her something.
And then I ruined your day by reminding you that I'm away soon and we have to maybe just throw some kind of podcast on the internet because otherwise the gremlin in my brain goes, rah!
Otherwise, how will people know that we're alive?
I know. I mean, there's at least 2 Patreons who deserve this content.
I mean, just to say, while we're here, please subscribe to our Patreon. We won't get anything extra, but it's nice to tip your local queens.
Yeah, it pays for my editing time. It pays for Marilyn's editing wine. So it all adds up, obviously. What are you drinking? Is that piss?
Piss. Hot piss. Piss. Piss.
Why is it carbonated? Oh, the screen's
fizzy.
The screen
Yours isn't hot and fizzy.
The screen just froze whilst you were just like sipping on that piss, so it just looked like an advert for piss.
Piss, sponsored by Beyonce.
Just like a glamour show. Piss by Madeline. So I've been watching the show Glamorous with Nick. It's not great.
It doesn't look great. You watch anything with gay in it?
Yeah.
Are you gay?
I am gay. I'll do anything for representation. Anything.
We know. No, see, I'm exactly the opposite. We've been over this before.
I know.
It's not my fault that queer cinema isn't very good. I shouldn't be forced to sit through it.
Yeah, you'd rather watch something with a straight person and imagine turning them?
Yeah, not even that. I don't care what they do with their genitals. Do you know what I mean? They're not doing it to me, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, until they get them out at a playground, and then maybe it's a problem. Then maybe
we've crossed a line.
Then maybe you should care.
Yeah, then it's an issue for the federal courts.
Until they're actively putting them in your grandmother's ear and telling her it's a mouse.
I mean, at this point, it'd just be nice for her to get some action.
Oh. Oh yeah, I can't really
think about that.
I can't really make grandma jokes at the moment, can I? Because your grandma's actually like not having a super great time.
She's all right. I've been on phone to her today. She's all right. She does make a lot of stuff up though. Like today, because my sister's pregnant, today she was like, oh, I was talking to Jade earlier. I was like, it's 9 a.m. You definitely weren't. And she was like, because it's been all over the news that the hospital are killing babies. I was like, oh, has it? Because there's no point saying no, it hasn't, because you just have to kind of go with it. Otherwise, she'll get like frustrated that she's confused. So you just have to be like, really, what have they been saying? And just sort of let her cycle through it. Yeah, some of the stuff is hilarious.
I thought you were going to say that, like, I've just found out that it said on the news that the baby's not hers. Like, it's not Jade's.
Welcome to the news at 10. It's the milkman's.
Yeah. No, like it's not Jade's. Like, even though she's the one that got pregnant, it's not her egg somehow. Like,
when you were sleeping, we snuck in another baby.
I know, it's the Easter bunnies. Like, they... oh,
It also comes wrapped in foil and with a free mug. Really weird.
Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
No?
They don't.
Do
Unless
you not get a free mug anymore?
not unless you pay like a lot of money. Like a free mug and stuff inside the egg used to come as standard.
Yeah.
And now it's like you're lucky if you get an egg. Do you know what I mean?
What came first, the mug or the egg?
Or the tinfoil in the Cadbury's factory. Oh. Talking about Easter in August, that's so bizarre because literally the other day you were like, I decided that I'm not sad that it's summer. I'm just going to I'm just going to get excited for autumn because that's the energy that we're being brought at the moment.
Well, that's it. That was when it was raining for 2 weeks in a row when it was constantly dark outside. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to watch Hocus Pocus, but I am going to watch Hocus Pocus 2. Like, I'm going to split the diff, and rather than be sad that we're not getting a summer, I'm just going to celebrate warm autumn. So have like maybe a soup. But then like jumper and a short moment with like boots, like like drill me in the pumpkin patch. But then it's been sunny these past couple of days. Because last weekend I wanted to have the post-Pride barbecue and invite a load of Queenie Poos round, and like they still came round and we had a lovely time, but like I wanted a barbecue moment, and the weather said you'd like that, wouldn't you? No.
I haven't barred the queue once this year. Have you?
Oh, this no.
Yeah, not at all.
No,
not even
not at all.
Not even thought about it, to be honest, because I've just been kind of either busy, stressed, or the weather's not been right to even go, you know what would be nice? A barbecue. So yeah, that would have been
the perfect day for it. Pride.
Yeah, fair.
But
that was
we were busy.
Actually, that I've probably now missed my opportunity. Like that was it. That the barbecue that wasn't at yours the other week was probably that'll be it now until 2024. Like until I can char some mushroom protein on a separate barbecue because I have to have a different one because second class citizen segregation is very real for the vegan community.
You can't say that. It's not the same.
I know. And now that I'm sober, I have to have separate cocktails to everyone else. Like what?
Honestly, at this point, just stay home.
Yeah, honestly. I mean,
time in.
I'm literally on Zoom. I might as well just play Pandemic. Like, oh my God. What a haunting thought. Could you imagine in years to come when children, like, when children find out about like cowboys and Native Americans, or they find out about like armies and they play it as a game? What if they find out about the pandemic and they're like, let's play Pandemic, where they all just have to socially distance by 6 feet?
Yeah, let's play the 6 foot.
Yeah, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I'll be the the uncle that's dying of COVID, but you can't come and visit me in hospital." It'll get real dark real fast. I know.
Okay, now.
And then when kids are like, they shoot a pretend gun and they're like, "No, it missed me." Someone will cough and they'll be like, "No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it."
I'm wearing my immunity boots.
I'm wearing, what was it called? Not PPL. No, what was it called? PPE.
Yes.
Yeah. For some reason, I was like PPL, and then it was like PPR, and there was like, wasn't some of that thing that people were like missold it when they took out a loan?
Payment protection insurance. Yes.
PPI. PPI. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Okay. And then there was companies making money off the fact that they could check for you. Yeah. Even though anyone could check. When I
worked in a call center, we used to have this thing that was called claim for refunds, and they would like run adverts constantly throughout the day, and then we were their answering service where we filled in a form which they could have filled in online or just called their bank and said, did you do this? Can I have the money back? Yeah.
There was one.
I was very depressed at that job, as you can imagine.
Yeah. I mean, you're not doing well at the best of times in a fucking corporate environment. Absolute waif. This wet flannel would dissolve.
Fuck you. I taken such a big sip of coffee and you were like trying to get me to spit it out. You bitch. Yeah.
So there was this other
Me
company.
personally, I do not do well at the best of times. That is correct.
There was another company that would it was like consolidate all of your debt into one easy to manage monthly payment. And usually those are like loan companies, but this wasn't. They were just going to put you in an IVA. They were just going to basically
They were going to make you pregnant.
Yeah.
They were going to do they were going to do IVA on you.
It's called an involuntary arrangement. Sounds like a
rape,
arranged marriage.
Yeah.
But it's basically like one down from a bankruptcy. So like you'd still pay it off, but just in a way that the court decides.
People won't come to your house and take away your PlayStation and your TV and shit. Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
But
basically, the court says to all your lenders, this person is struggling. This is what you're going to get. But then, whereas with a bankruptcy, it's this person is struggling. You're not getting shit.
Yeah, this person is struggling. Like they've got a doctor's note and written permission from their mother to be excused from games this afternoon.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just registering you for one of those, which anyone could do. Anyone.
Yeah.
For free.
So drag.
Oh yeah, this is a drag podcast. Well, to be fair, I'm sat in office/drag room. It's per usual bomb site.
It's
my wig head here, my sewing machine right here, all of this behind me, and then this is my work setup. It is a marvel that I get anything done.
It is constantly kind of getting better and then worse, isn't it? Really, your workspace.
Pristine. I'll get it exactly how I want it, and then I'll be like, "Where is that dress?" And everything just dissolves. Or like, I'll have a gig, and then have to pack for it, and then it gets messy. Or I'll be like, "What's my next project? I have these 3 things that I could run simultaneously in 2 foot by 5 foot room."
Yeah, it really is just the room that's kind of trying to do the most but can't. The little room that can't. I mean,
it's like all my wigs are up there, but like they're not well arranged.
Yeah, I mean, my wigs are a bloodbath anyway. Like I've completely maxed out all of my available storage for that. Oh, there I am, that monster. Well, you remember how I said I sorted out all of my drag into business and casual because I didn't know how else to define it, because I've got...
remember how I said that if any of your drag is casual.
But it's more
pedestrian.
Well, this is all the fancy shit. This is like custom stuff, long stuff, sequin stuff, and then this is like I'm gonna go. It's a bingo. It's a podcast. It's a whatever. Basically, I expected to get rid of a lot more stuff than I did. I managed to get rid of like one bin bag, and there was bin bag for charity, then there was just bin because it was like fucked or whatever. So I managed to sell like 4 items. But yeah, when I took a step back and just went, I thought that was going to be a lot more brutal than it actually was. I still feel like I've got a lot of stuff that I just can't seem to have a parting of the ways with.
I get ruthless. So I'm like, if I've already worn it and like it's a gown, so people remember that I've worn it, I'm not going to logically reach for it again. It's going to be a shame to get rid of it. But I know in my little lizard brain, I'm going to go, I've worn that, I'm not going to do it again. And so if I've already like customized it, worn it again, like I've got fabric here of ideas that I want to make. That's out of date makeup that I'm not throwing away. That's rollers, and then all of the bottom is wigs. There is a system. But yeah, my drag is now
sis. Sorry. Go on.
My sis tum.
I hated that.
Yeah, that's all my ready to wear drag.
It's so funny as well because whenever you show me that, my eyes immediately gravitate to what I know is a Mrs. Claus dress with a hole in it.
Yeah. She comes out once a year. She's doing just fine.
I mean, now that I've cracked the code of Crabs gave me those 2 really gorgeous green dresses, if I just wear them with red, I'm like, Christmas
done. Yeah, I have a Christmas outfit. I have a couple of like I mean, this is a very go-to bingo dress. So's that. Yeah. Couple of sparklies. Oh, Tricks Mattel mirror. Yeah. All manner of nonsense, really.
Yeah.
That's an upcoming project that you'll probably recognize when I get to it.
Stunning. I mean, all of my fabric is in initially they were supposed to be those boxes which you slide under beds, but then we got rid of the bed in the spare room because the whole of the pandemic we were like, well, nobody's staying here and we're running out of room, and then it's like, God, if anybody desperately wants to stay on our house, like, we have a big sofa, but also like, get a hotel. You're in your 30s, grow up.
Yeah. I'm also going to let you know right now that nobody desperately wants to stay at your house.
And I desperately don't want anyone to stay.
I am cementing the door closed.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I've set so many traps.
It's like Home Alone, but you're wanting to be Home Alone.
There's a tin of paint just like suspended at the top of our stairs, just ready to smoke someone in the forehead.
Instead of Home Alone, it's the same DVD cover, but you, and the title's changed to Leave Me Alone.
And instead of looking shocked, I'm crying, and there's like mascara.
You're crying, and instead of the burglars, it's just like your mum with a cake. And you're like, no, fuck off.
It's just my sister with her kids. I'm like, no. I'm totally. So yeah. Anyway, fabric is all in those boxes, which are now just stacked up as if they are like a cabinet.
As if a person lives here.
Do you know what I mean? I do need to go through all the fabric because that's an even worse situation. I've got so much stuff where I'm just like, I'm probably never going to make anything out of this.
That's what I'm doing with this. I'm literally just making a top for Lewis.
Nice.
It's black and like stretchy, and I was like, I'm just going to make a top for Lewis. I'm going to make him a nice slouchy t-shirt that he can wear to work with some trousers.
Nice. Lovely.
Yeah. I know, right?
I know someone who keeps on making really nice men's shirts from scratch, and they're not like a what's the word, tailor, a seamstress, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But they've just been like getting the patterns, and they've got a sewing machine, and I was like, a man with a collar and and trim and
that's not stretch fabric either. Like, we can just make a tube.
Yeah, and buttonholes and shit. And I'm like, they fit lovely. Because I guess that they've cracked the code of like, well, this is how I make a shirt for me now.
Yeah.
Also, I'm guessing that making a long sleeve is probably slightly more complicated than a short sleeve. And they are
probably.
They are short sleeved. But yeah.
Also, fuck that work, right?
Well,
they are short sleeves, so really, like, it's not even like that.
Yeah, do you know, like, who's even fucking bothering? Like, oh my God, I could do that. I just don't want to.
Right? I've got so many, like, patterns. Well, no, I've got one. I bought a pattern for a suit, thinking I'm going to make a suit this year. And then I took one look at it, and I was like, what? I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah.
No. Tailoring is... Ooh.
That to me feels like it would be less complicated to make the Death Star from Legoland. Do you know what 100%,
I mean? Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not doing that alien maths. No.
I mean, I've just literally come from putting up a fucking blind in the hallway, and I had to do measurements and math, and I was like, ow.
Oh, baby.
Well, the thing is, I measured... Okay, again, like, really boring content, guys, but just super to get it off my chest.
No, I like it. It's just come be friends with us. We're normal people. We have normal problems.
Just to explain that I had to obviously measure to the middle point to get to where the middle of the blind, like, needed to be.
Yeah.
But it wasn't lining up with where the windows are. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So then when I measured the windows, I was like, the window on the left is actually not as wide as the one on the right. So I've been living a lie ever since I moved into this house. I just assumed that both of the windows are the same.
Because the one that opens
they're not.
Double frame. Yeah. I've just noticed that, and it's going to bug me now.
Yeah, my whole worldview is just falling apart. So that's been really fun for, a person who likes doing things like, counting their fingers in 2s and 4s and thinks that 5 is an even number because it fits nicely into life. and a butthole. So yeah, having to do maths, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go full on like, when Eleven's having to like concentrate really hard in Stranger Things and the nosebleeds. That's me trying to divide by 2.
No, I'm right there with you completely.
I know. Oh my God, what? It's so humid. Look, I'm so sweaty. I mean, I'm sweaty all the time anyway, but like this is extra. Oops, sorry.
Put your nipple away, you dirty
nip slip. I know.
I mean, for this close.
Look at my shoulders, though. Look at this. Okay.
I also have shoulders.
Yeah, but
sloping feminine shoulders.
Mine are from the gym. Yours are from masturbating.
It's a kind of gym.
It is. The man's
I
name
masturbate with
is
a guy called Jim.
Shit.
He loves me.
He wants to marry me. Take me away from here. Anyway, yeah. So maths is terrible. Drag is fun.
Drag is fierce and fun.
If you did take out PPI on a loan or a mortgage, it's too late. You can't claim anymore. If you just fired up, everyone's trying to do the one with. Did you have a diesel car? You might be entitled to some money back. Again, too late. It's if you had a diesel car between the years of I don't know and I don't care.
Ah, good. Yes. There's a Facebook lawsuit going on I think it's only in the US, but people can claim money from Facebook if they had it a long time ago because they've like retroactively discovered that they used their data wrong.
But what constitutes as wrong?
If you've opted out of marketing and they've sold your data onto a marketing company, that's wrong.
Can you ever opt out of marketing with Facebook?
Yeah, of course you can.
So you could not receive adverts?
You'd still receive adverts, but they wouldn't be personalized to you. They'd just be generic.
Oh, well then that's not opting out because I'm still being marketed at.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's their platform. They can put what they want on it.
Not to get into semantics, Barbara, but I feel like I am being diddled from the back. Do you know what I mean?
I wish. Lucky.
Lucky Barbara.
Right. Also, who uses Facebook?
Unfortunately, we still do for events. Speaking of events, come to Drag Bingo on August the 31st. We're having a Barbie party. Come! We're having a Barbie party, but without explicitly it being a Barbie party because, branding, copyright. It's called Out of the Box, and we look like dollies. And then Glad Rags on September the 9th is going to be... What, for Bebe?
Yeah, it's pink and sparkly.
For Barbie.
Burber. Or I have stripes.
Also stripes.
It's going to be one of those. Yeah.
I think I'm just going to end up going for weird Barbie.
I think that's very much in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I think I can do that with what I've got in the cupboard. But yeah,
I think you could do that with a bin bag and a crayon.
I think I could do that just by showing up.
Yeah, just cover yourself in hot turds. You'll be fine.
Why break the habit of a lifetime? I was trying to do some marketing, wasn't I? Oh yeah, Glad Rag, September 9th. We've got Moth, we've got Titan Reigns, we've got Susie Nova. We are hosting and performing. It's going to be an intergalactic gangbang of gorgeous sensation. Please do come along to Rough Trade. Tickets, I don't know, might still be available.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't. I hope
it's sold out.
Wait a minute.
You're a phony.
I hope so for the sake of people who want them, but also they've been on sale a long time and we never shut up about it.
Yeah, if they're gone, they're gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Whenever an event sells out, we always get people like, oh, I missed it. And I'm like, we've been talking about this for 3 months. Put your tits away.
Sorry. I should have worn a different top. Obviously.
I see.
I know. It's like
that on the internet.
If I just wore if I wore a swimming costume backwards.
Looks like a Borat song.
Oh, I love that for myself. Actually,
yeah.
I don't. Oh god, I was going to say something else that was drag related, but I can't remember what it was.
Is it Annie's Derby on the 20 something?
Friday the 24th? Is that a...
One moment now, please.
Is it, hold on one second.
25th. 25th, you were close.
I'm always close.
That's why you walk like that?
I could have a milky at the drop of a hat.
Not a milky.
A milky. I can make milky at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a milkman's hat.
I hate it here.
I'm really sorry. Should we go? Should I go?
I think we should. I think that's quite enough.
Yeah.
And on that boof shell.
Absolutely. So yeah, come to Bingo, come to Gladbrags. Thanks for hanging out with us today and just allowing us to be our unapologetic selves, because we just needed a pottering weekend. Like,
honestly, it's so nice to just be able to vibe.
Do you know
just
what I mean? Yeah, just to have a Harry Pottering. In as such that I have also renounced J.K. Rowling publicly.
Exactly. And it's nice to just not, because usually if I'm doing nothing of a day, it's because I'm hungover. Whereas I'm not hungover. I am drinking, but I'm not hungover.
You dirty baby snappy. Well, I'm gonna go and order some food. Do you know food? Like,
I've heard of that.
I'm gonna have some of that. I do also. I don't know. I've still got like my chore chart to get some more gold stars on when Nick gets back from visiting his parents. But the blinds are a pretty big one because that involves using tools like an actual like a drill. Like I've made holes in the wall properly.
I got nude blinds in the living room and I just paid a man to do it.
It's just a terrible joke if there's a load of visually impaired naked people. I got nude blinds in my living room.
I paid a man to do them.
I've locked the door and hidden the key. They'll never find their way out.
Jesus.
Welcome to the Marilyn Sane Panic Room. It's where I lock you in my bedroom and then one day to leave, baby.
How do you think I've got a husband?
Yeah, fair. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else to say on the matter of...
I think we're good.
Cool.
Hot tips. Yeah. I'm going to go finish this.
Excellent. I've drunk so much coffee that I have no idea what I've said in this podcast. So it's going to be great listening to it back.
I mean, you just made a joke about the visually impaired, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
Where's the line for you?
Where is the line?
When will you be stopped?
I don't know.
I don't either, but I'm waiting for the day. I'm crossing days off my calendar, babe.
Okay, sweet. Well, I think that you're terrible, and I hope that you and everyone that you love gets COVID. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Love you too. I fucking love your accent, you whore.
Oh, illy. All right, how do I stop recording? I forgot.
Onion Drag Podcast.